Namaskar friends, myself Deepak Kumar Rath. I welcome you to the digital media of Uday India. Friends, nowadays Manipur is not in a healthy situation. There are violence in the hill parts and all over the country the state is in news. And why? Friends, in a state where communities are divided along religious and ethnic lines, claims to land and special advantages are at the root of current unrest in Manipur, and more than 60 people have died as a result of the tribal riots against the Meitei Hindus, including an Indian revenue officer who was killed by a crowd after being dragged out of his home, and police commando who was shot dead in his village. The protesters even attacked a BJP MLA who also happened to be a tribal member of the Kuki tribe. To stop disturbances, the army had to be sent into the state of Manipur, and orders to shoot on sight were given. Now, the immediate reason for the fiasco is known to everybody, that the Meiteis are demanding the ST status for themselves, while the Naga and Kukis are against their demand. And why Meiteis are demanding and its opposition by the tribal has a reason, which I will explain today. Friends, the Meiteis are one of the three main ethnic groups and are non-tribal people that predominantly resides in the valley. The Nagas and Kukis, along with their 29 sub-tribes, reside in the hills. The Muslims, known as the Pangals, who are primarily immigrants from the pre-partition East Bengal, the former East Pakistan and present day Bangladesh, also live in villages. This population makes up about 8% of the total state. The remaining non-tribal population is made up of Mayank, that is outsiders, who come from various regions of the nation. One example demonstrates the way in which the physical environment contributes to conflict. One of the causes of mistrust and animosity between the Meiteis and the hill tribe is that the Vaishnavite Hindus, known as Meiteis, who are almost 41.9% of the total population, are not only excluded from the unique constitutional protections afforded to Manipur scheduled tribes, but they are also forbidden under the state's Land Reform Act from settling in the hill region. The Christian Nagas and the Kukis, who make up 41.29% of the population, are not constrained from settling in the valley. Now, consider this: Manipur was formerly a principality before the British seized it in 1891. However, as was the case with other territorial kingdoms in subcontinent, the colonial authority granted it the right of a princely state under their jurisdiction. However, the imperial tyrants, including Christianity, in their dividing strategy, despite their policy of outward non-interference, the animistic tribes in Manipur were gradually won over by Christianity, by the Christian missionaries who had followed the Union Jack. When they landed there in 1894, this was accomplished by the offering several inducements, including pre-basic health care. Only 8% of the people in 1901 census were Christians compared to 60% of Hindus. But by 1991, there were 34.11% more Christians in Manipur. In fact, if the anticipated 41% decadal growth from 91 to 2001 in the state's general population from the 2011 census report is taken into consideration, the state's Christian population may have surpassed 45% in 2021. The socio-cultural divide between the Christian tribes of hills and the Hindu Meiteis of the valley grew as a result of the tribes being more and more Christianized. Because being in general category is disadvantageous for Meiteis in the state, they are adamant about obtaining the ST status in Manipur. Meitei and other non-tribal people are prohibited from purchasing land in the hill areas where tribal people like the Kukis and Nagas reside. However, Kukis and Nagas are free to purchase land anywhere in the state, including the Imphal Valley, where the majority of the Meiteis reside. Meiteis worry that they may eventually become outnumbered in the valley due to the increasing number of illegal immigrants from Myanmar, particularly since the military junta assumed control of the nation. Friends, these are basic facts which should be brought out in public. This protest and the killings that have engulfed Manipur is not only a matter of rights, but it is purely a scheme of ethnic cleansing of Hindus in Manipur. The church and the Kuki Revolution Army are behind this mayhem. In an otherwise peaceful state, Kuki Revolution Army provides arms and ammunition to the protesters for the killings. There are videos which show protesters using sophisticated arms in the protests. From where such arms has come is anybody's guess. Friends, against this backdrop, it is pertinent that both the Manipur government and the central government should act on these insurgents and stop the ethnic cleansing of the Hindus in Manipur. Friends, I hope we have tried to put together the basic information and the background behind the violence at Manipur that is going on. But it is equally the responsibility of the state government and the center to control the situation in Manipur. That's all for today. Stay tuned with Uday India. Bande Mataram.